Bono. Man, people are crazy.
Yeah.
Bono's crazy.
Bono's crazy. A lot going on.
Yep. Hey, did you hear about those kids that got arrested downtown for carrying marijuana and whatnot?
Oh my goodness.
They had like
What happened?
They had like 37 pounds of pot in the trunk. They had an expired registration sticker and got pulled over for it. And I guess their trunk must have been full because it's like 20 pounds of pot, like herb. And then they had a bunch of THC cartridges for like vaporizers and like oil and stuff. I had a bunch of stuff.
Expired sticker, huh?
Yeah.
That's what happens.
What are you doing downtown?
What
with
are you
an
doing
expired
downtown?
registration
Exactly.
Sticker?
What are you doing anywhere, actually? With an expired sticker.
Well, that's true. But
Uh-huh.
especially downtown, like if you're going to be doing something that you're not supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
don't do it downtown.
or don't write a check, right? Like that Jussie Smollett, right?
Don't let it what?
Don't write a check.
Don't write a check.
Yeah, to the criminals that you're going to be paying for, to beat
Man,
you
that
up
guy
or
got caught
whatnot.
so bad, huh?
Dude.
Got caught up so badly. So now he's facing up
Causes
jail
laughter.
time.
Jail time, yeah. 3 years.
3 years. Well, that's what happens. Damn, man.
Yeah, that's what happens. They have to, I mean, the police have to follow the law, you know? And that's, I mean, that's what they're there for, right?
Yeah, well...
And it turns out that this scumbag wasn't the first time he had done it.
Really? So he had done it before?
He had done it before.
Like, did he get caught back then also?
Yeah, well, he has a record, yeah. He has a record of it.
Oh, man.
And he also impersonated an officer.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so, that's...
Don't they have, like, 3 strike laws or...
over there in Illinois, Chicago?
Yeah.
That's where it happened, right? Chicago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man, but I don't know what some of these people are thinking. They do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
That's weird, man. Like, they take steps backwards in the effort to tell us that it's the way forward.
Yeah, the way forward. Yeah, right, the way forward.
So they think, like, I don't know. I don't know what they think, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to get into the mind of some of these people, when, I mean, the whole farce that this guy put up was, I guess it's because he's an actor, right? So it was, like, easy for him, I guess. He's an actor, so I'll just make this up, It's not like they're going to investigate it. These guys are my buddies. They're not going to say anything.
But because he's an actor, I mean, because you're a public figure, I would think that you would be more careful about, the goings-ons in your life.
The going-ons in your life?
Yeah.
I wrote a check to these guys. I can't believe it.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna commit a crime. Let me write my check. Let me write a check for this. I wonder if you put it like on the memo section, like rope.
Oh, like
gloves.
Where you write, well, like the service provided.
Yeah, like in the little memo section, like the parts name, like duct tape.
To so and so for whatever.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's got to be something. I haven't heard. What's her name? AOC. Alejandro Ocasio-Cortez.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah. Oh man, that's another.
She's nuts too, dude. Like that Green New Deal.
Green New Deal.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like it's got even like people on her side or people that are supposed to be on her side, like voting against it and saying that it's crazy because it is.
Well, that it's a little weird. Yeah, like
the 70% tax rate.
Yeah, the tax brackets, 70% tax rate. Dianne Feinstein was like, no dice. Yelled at those poor little kids.
She was yelling at some kids. Why do they use those kids for like political weapons? They're like they're foot soldiers.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yep. Well, it's like I mean, how else are you gonna create new Democrats than by teaching them when they're young? You know, how else are good socialists gonna come about?
Well,
Leonard,
yeah.
you tell me.
I mean, you raise them. You raise them for that. But I think, I mean, people. How does this happen? How did we let it happen? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, people are. They tend to be careful about what happens to their kids and the way the kids are developing
I
and
think
stuff
maybe
like that.
federal funding infiltrating the school systems.
But well, yeah, I mean that too.
Common Core.
Yeah. Well, people that don't want to be, people that don't want to be affiliated with the policies, I guess, of the culture, don't tend to gravitate to those professions, right? So, like, people like, say, you and I, who don't agree with a lot of the things that happen at schools, that's why we don't become teachers.
Exactly. So, like, these guys, these socialists will become teachers so they can create future socialists. So, like that dude, that professor in California, I think oh man, I don't want to say Berkeley, but I'm pretty sure it was Berkeley. He was talking about killing cops. Like,
Wow.
yeah, there'd be no need to kill cops if. Oh man, what was it? I'm gonna look it up right now. No need to kill cops if they were all already dead or something like that. Some
Damn,
crazy.
that's some crazy things to say.
Yeah.
And they believe it. People
believe
really
it.
buy into it.
Yeah. Professor Clover. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's the guy. UC, University of California. So I was close.
Wow.
Reportedly said cops need to be killed. Officials condemn his remarks. Yeah, see, he's talking about that it's necessary. There's audio on this thing. I took that off. Sorry about that, fellas. But Joshua Clover, professor of English and comparative literature, and this is back in 2014. I am thankful that every living cop will one day be dead. Some by their own hand, some by others, too many of old age. Wow. According to UC
Damn.
Davis college newspaper, the California Aggie. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And
that's
then
crazy things to say.
another tweet was, it says, I mean, it's easier to shoot cops when their backs are turned, no? So he's basically saying, go ahead and shoot cops wherever you see them. You know? Doesn't matter. People think that cops need to be reformed. They need to be killed. That was another one of his quotes. So this is a professor. This is somebody in, the school system. UC Davis. So that's what they do. Good socialists become professors or teachers, and that's how they end up
and
creating.
then eventually they become our politicians also.
And they end up becoming politicians.
Well, Bernie Sanders has
lawyers.
for a long time,
Bernie Sanders took his honeymoon in Soviet Russia.
Oh, he
So let's not Bernie Sanders, come on. That's a great socialist. Another great socialist right there.
Well, if you
Crazy.
spend your honeymoon in Russia.
Soviet Russia. Mm-hmm.
It was Soviet.
It was Soviet
right?
at the time.
Yeah,
when he
that's
went.
crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
We
How
got
come
to
he
see
didn't
that.
stay?
I mean, I got to see that.
How come he didn't stay over there?
You should stay over there. Yeah, they always want to reform the United States. They should go and help those countries that seem to be needing a lot of help, like Venezuela. You know, he oh man, what was his name? It was a journalist just recently. He was held. All the cameramen took all their gear, took all their cameras, phones. Something Ramos from Univision.
Jorge
Ramos, I think that was it. Yeah. So he went down there to interview Maduro, right? First of all, this guy, you shouldn't be interviewing dictators. You should not be interviewing. You're giving him
credibility, right?
Yeah, credibility. You're giving them a chance to speak their mind, and you don't want to give dictators any kind of chance to do that. But okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, they control a large group of people.
They already, yeah. But I mean, we're talking about outside of their country, outside of their grip and stronghold. You know, Like, you don't know. Do you see anyone interviewing like Bashar al-Assad?
No, not really.
Dictator, right? It's pretty
Yeah.
much a dictator. That's pretty much what Maduro is. He's refusing aid at the borders.
Yep.
So in violent conflicts, I mean, come on. Yeah, that's pretty hey, we're here to give you food, and then he like opens fire.
That's crazy, man, cuz the people are starving.
People are starving. Yeah. They're like searching through the dumpsters and the trash cans. I saw some pictures. It's horrible. Horrible. So damn, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, yeah.
So,
I'm sorry. Jorge Ramos. He has no business being over there. So he took all of his gear. I think he was the only one that got his phone returned back to him.
Wow.
All the other cameramen and all the people that were with him did not get their phones back.
What do you think they do with that stuff?
I'm sure they had recorded stuff on it. That's why, or pictures. And I'm sure that's why they couldn't or wouldn't return them back to their owners. You know, I'm talking about
like they had unfavorable stuff on them that they didn't want shown or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I mean, what would you do if you were Maduro?
I don't know.
Unlock your phone. I forgot the password. Okay, let me see your hand. I need its finger. You know, it's that's what would happen.
Yeah,
that's what would happen.
That's true. Man, that's crazy. Dictators. North Korea, the president's having a summit, or
they had summit today.
Yeah, with Kim Jong-un.
Looks like there's going to be some leeway, or some headway, I should say, into this. It's been 400 something days, I think,
since they fired a missile.
Since they fired since they had a nuclear test, my friend. Since they had a nuclear test, because all these tests they were having, well, I guess not all of them. Some of them were nuclear. Some of them were missile tests. You know, how far can you go?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah.
Well, yeah, they haven't been shooting any missiles like over the Sea of Japan or anything like that.
Or Guam, remember?
Yeah.
There was talk. There was real talk 400 days ago of nuclear winter. Like having a thermonuclear war. There was real talk.
I think in another part of the world, in India and Pakistan, that shit's about to set off too.
Yeah.
They're again beginning to fire on one another.
Oh, there was
they shot down a jet.
There's
been some other confrontations.
Oh, man.
And I think it's gonna pop off, man. And both of them are nuclear powers. You know, they both have nuclear weapons.
Yeah, nuclear powers.
And they hate each other. This is like since the 40s, like 1947, right? When the countries were founded, or 57 or something like that.
I don't want to commit to a date.
I think it was like 1947. I'm pretty sure it was something like that. When the British pulled out of India, and the continent, well, the Indian subcontinent was divided. It went like to Pakistan.
Yeah, they cut it all up.
Yeah, and then they divided it by not cultures, by ethnicities, right? So they were like, and religion. So the Indians and their Hinduism were owning India
in one section.
And then Pakistan and the Muslims were,
You're gonna have this area.
Bangladesh, well, that didn't come till later. But damn, man, yeah, shit's about to pop off there too.
Oh man, that's all this turmoil, I guess, over there. Well, I guess it's not it. In the Koreas, it seems like it's getting pretty cool, because, like I said, it's been like 400 something days since.
Yeah, they seem to be cooling down.
But when you get closer to like all these, other problematic countries,
it could also be like a ruse, like a calm before the storm kind of thing. I don't know. Don't want to scare anyone out there.
With Kim Jong-un?
Yeah, you never know.
Well, I mean, he's a dictator.
Yeah. You never know what he's thinking, and anything can happen, really. You could just, go home and decide because he farted wrong or something.
The chili didn't sit well.
They're poisoned, They poisoned me or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he could think anything. I mean, he has thoughts that only dictators and, like, people like us would never... We couldn't have those kinds of thoughts. Or we don't normally have those kinds of thoughts unless we try and put ourselves into that kind of position. But some of that stuff is like the dogs with his uncles, you know.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. And then his brother,
the long range munitions. I mean, that he did some crazy executions with his family members and some high ranking officials that would it's okay, that dude's fucking crazy. That dude's fucking weird and crazy. Yeah, you know?
Well, he got his brother assassinated at an airport.
What was it, Singapore or Taiwan or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, and it was oh man, it was like a rag.
Gas.
Yeah, it was
VX. It was VX gas, I think.
In a rag, right, really or something like that. So like they rubbed the rag on his brother's face, and he died like shortly thereafter. Man, it's
neurotoxins, man.
Neurotoxins. It's fucking crazy how they have access to some of this stuff, and then like.
Yeah.
Oh well, Soviet Russia.
Soviet Russia. That's right, and the Chinese.
Yeah. That's what happens. The Chinese, man, chemistry, folks.
Yeah, the Chinese are coming up. Like 20 years ago, they weren't like anything.
Yeah, 25 years ago, everybody was still riding bikes around, like bicycles.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing the videos and everyone on bicycles, and it was like millions of people on bicycles.
And there were the paved roads. Ha! Come on.
And then you would see, and then you started seeing one car, and then it looked out of place because there was so many people on bikes on dirt roads also.
Dirt roads. Yeah, it's crazy, and now they have super babies.
They have super babies. They have more roads than any other country in the world. and
that's like in the last 30 years. I mean. That's what happens when you put a whole country to work.
Yeah, communism. I mean, it works, but people are not.
The people are oppressed. They're not happy.
They're not happy.
There's no freedom. There's no freedom.
Can't get roadhead.
No, there's cameras.
There's cameras everywhere.
There's cameras specifically.
Cameras and microphones. So they know what you're talking about while you're driving down the road.
Yeah. There's no laws to protect you against that.
Nope. No. They are the law. It's like Dredd.
I am the law. You mean like Sylvester Stallone?
I
can't make the face. I can't make the fish face either. Here's a fish face. Like that, I can't do that. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, communist China. That's what happens. Super babies.
So yeah, you really think that we're making some headway with the North Koreans then, huh?
Well, like I said, 400 and something days.
Yeah.
When it was happening, like at least monthly.
And then it's like more meetings. You know, more meetings rather than we getting information from like his propaganda films, which
or from China, secondhand
watered down information.
Watered down information.
So yeah, man, that's really good that we're having more dialogue with, hostile entities, I guess.
Well, it's essentially trying to bring an end to the Korean War, right? Because they're still at war.
Yeah.
They've never. I guess it was just a ceasefire.
Man, wouldn't that be crazy if it happened like under Donald Trump's watch? He would have to get the Nobel Peace Prize, I would say, for that.
Oh yeah. What did Obama get it for?
The deal. I don't know.
What did he get it for?
I really don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
But he got it. So I don't know.
But yeah, oh my goodness, Nobel Peace Prize for ending the Korean War after, was it like 60-something years?
Well, since the 50s.
Be more than that, right?
Yeah, it was since the 50s, so 70 odd years.
Wow, that'd be it's too crazy to think about, I would say.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you think about back to these CRISPR babies? What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. That's crazy. They're genetically modified, right?
Genetically modified.
So what are they supposed to have? Like superior
augmented
resistance to
memory.
disease?
Well, they're HIV resistant, so they can't get AIDS. They can't get HIV.
That's pretty cool.
But they also have an augmented memory.
How does that work?
Well, the protein that they like mucked about with to give you HIV. What's it called?
Resistance?
Resistance, yeah. Also fucks with your brain, obviously, right? Because it does that memory augmentation thing. So it's kind of like a byproduct. So it's almost like they were choosing how to augment the baby, like in multiple ways, but doing the least amount of overall change, I would say, or something like that. So these two babies, are going to be born HIV resistant, right? So they can't get HIV. They cannot get HIV.
So will they have so they won't get HIV.
They won't get HIV.
Will they have resistance to like other diseases? Other like STDs?
I don't know. I don't know if they made them like superhuman, but so
And then the memory thing. What does that even mean? Like, are they gonna be able to remember things better?
Yes. And it's like memory retention also. It helps. They'll be able to remember things longer and better, like with more resolution.
So they're
than
elephants.
What we would.
They're turning them into elephants.
Well, I mean, what'd be crazy is if like they did that, right? And then like when the kids hit puberty, they like had the ability to fly. And then all sorts of shit, all sorts of other crazy shit.
Damn, that would be crazy.
It would have
like
to be
X-Men? Like
yeah. It would have to be like because of the hormonal change. It would have to be something like in life that happens, or maybe like a big traumatic event. For it to trigger that kind of
gross claws like Wolverine. That would be pretty cool.
Man, imagine having to face an army of these super CRISPR babies.
Do they have like accelerated healing factors or anything like that?
Oh man, I don't know.
It's the future.
I don't know, but the mere thought of having to face an enemy that is smarter and more, it has the ability to learn faster than you, is a little. It's a little daunting, I would say.
Yeah, well. I mean, once they start making like whole crowds of these babies.
Well, yeah, I mean it's just two right now, but I mean they're communists. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I guess there's no one to stop them.
No, who's gonna stop them? You tell me, who's gonna stop Xi Jinping?
Yeah, I don't know, cause
Mr. President for life. That's what he said. President for life. That's what he. I mean, he basically said he was gonna be. He removed the 10-year limit.
That's crazy. How long has he been in power now?
A little over 10 years.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, Putin's doing the same thing, pretty much. He left, and then he came back.
He had a lackey.
Yeah.
He had a lackey do it.
Well, he's like, it's like
he was president.
The way that things run in Russia.
Yeah, he was president, and then I think I don't know if he was president again or not, but this other guy won. And then Putin became president again. But the dude was a lackey. He was basically just a puppet. Putin's puppet. But Putin is old school KGB, man.
Yeah.
He has secrets, like, to this day.
He's like, I guess, what Hoover used to be like.
Yeah. What Hoover used to be like. So he has secrets on some of our politicians currently, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess
from
one
his
leaves and then someone else takes their place, right? And it's kind of like how it is. They know everything about everyone.
Yeah. Oh, well, these high-level officials?
Yeah.
They know everything about... Well, yeah. Yeah. You got to know who you're dealing with. You got to know.
Did you hear about Beto O'Rourke?
Beta O'Rourke? What about Beta?
Well, he was saying that he had decided on what he's going to do next year, whether or not he's going to run, and then he's going to make some big announcement.
I heard he was trying to get rid of the wall here in El Paso.
He said that, man. That shit's crazy.
That's crazy talk. I don't know. People should comment on this page right now about that nonsense.
Yeah.
How would you like to get rid of the wall, El Paso? Let us know. I'd like to hear that. What did he say?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, man. I think it's crazy. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. So he's gonna announce his president or his presidential run.
Well, I think that's what he's gonna do. I don't think because he's got like a pretty big following, like cultural following, basically. Because people really
I don't know why people think he's a Latino.
It's because he's from here, but people like that he's young and hip. He's with it, Yeah, he's with it. So
Like the laughing Christ.
It resonates with
Hey,
with them.
did you hear you can't say Jesus Christ or whatever?
Yeah,
oh,
the
just said it.
FCC.
Just Jesus Christ.
The FCC, we're gonna get censored
We're
for
gonna
that.
get censored.
Yeah, man, but yeah, unchecked power.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't say Jesus Christ unless there's you're representing Jesus Christ, or you have
Or
some sort of
something.
manifestation of Jesus Christ.
I've never heard Beto say anything about Jesus Christ.
No, that's because he's a godless liberal.
Godless liberal. Hey, speaking of godless liberals. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, he's actually pretty conservative in the way he votes compared to other Democrats.
Well, when he votes. Well, yeah.
Compared to other
that's true.
Democrats. Even here in Texas, he's more leaning to the right than Democrats
saying he's
tend to
more-
be. Democrats in Texas tend to be.
He leans more right
Yep.
than what he seems,
Mhm.
basically.
And what he says also. Like, he doesn't really do what he says. He does the opposite sometimes.
You know what's funny is that I don't know how people think that he should run for president when he can't win a Senate race.
It's because it's different. Senate race is different than presidential race. And he was already doing it. He went to California and hit up his Hollywood friends.
Dude, that
And
was
got a bunch of
that
money
was
from
more.
them.
Oh yeah, man, that was more out-of-state
So-
money than.
I mean, it's gonna happen again. He's gonna get even more money, and then it's gonna be like against Donald Trump, and
Oh,
people
Donald
are gonna
Trump's
be
gonna
like,
win.
"Oh, we gotta vote Donald Trump out of office." This is gonna be what the campaign is gonna be about.
Yep.
And of course, because Donald Trump is still all about the wall, he's gonna be running on the same points, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's just running on the same shit and
Well, he's
trying to
getting her
rile up the
done.
masses."
He's getting her done
Yeah.
with that with the national emergency, and of course he got sued. He called it out, dude. He said,
Yep.
"This is how it's gonna go down. This is how it's gonna go down. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get sued. The Ninth Court is gonna pick it up. There's gonna be an appeal, and I'm gonna win at the Supreme Court, and that's how it's gonna go down. Just like the travel ban." He called it out. He already knows the
Mhm.
place.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty cool that he's from El Paso. That Beto O'Rourke is from El Paso.
I think it's pretty cool. Also, I just don't.
But I don't really necessarily agree with the things he says
Yep.
and does.
Don't agree with the stuff the stuff he says, because that's more
But I still think he's a cool guy.
that's more inciting, you know.
Mhm. So yeah, we'll see what happens. He's gonna have some big announcement soon.
Yeah. When did he say he was gonna make an announcement?
I'm not sure.
I wonder if he said it was like the last of the month, because it's the last of the month.
It just so happens that the month is ending right now.
The month is ending right now. Oh, and then it was OJ's birthday. Happy birthday, OJ.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to my friend OG.
Even though I had already told him, I woke him up like at a little after midnight specifically. Told him, hey, happy birthday.
Mhm. Yeah, and this is a lot of things going on at the border too. Like they added razor wire.
Extra protection.
Mhm.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
I don't. This whole wall thing, it's kind of ridiculous.
A lot of ridiculous things happening in El Paso. A lot of construction, roundabouts all over the city.
Very European.
I don't know why. Yeah, like we're not trying to be European. We're not trying to be Europe or San Francisco. The trolley.
San Francisco, the trolley. I mean it. I'm back and forth with the trolley. I don't like where they put it, but I wanted a trolley. You know, I don't like where they put it. It's ridiculous where they put it. They cut up that street so bad.
Stanton Street, yeah, it was because it was a 4-lane street, right, going up and down Stanton Street, and now it's reduced to 2 lanes, 2 traffic lanes, with one of them becoming a
Bike lane.
One of them's it's like a bike lane on one end, lane going up, lane going down, sharing the lane with
the trolley.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Damn,
FCC.
Censored. FCC.
FCC stamped. Censored.
Get a stamp. FCC stamp. Like
we should. Like right across the screen. You're right. We'll get one next week. We'll have one. Anytime we say something that's gonna get us censored or banned, or hopefully not banned, But
Yeah, we don't want to
censored,
get
I'm
banned.
sure.
Censored. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of things we say could get censored, or would get censored if it was like on TV. I think I said shit a couple times. Oh, there's another one.
Well, no, because look at South Park or whatever. At least we're not going around saying crazy things like, "Oh, well, no, I guess we are because of all the baby killers, all these liberals, and they're voting against."
Well, some videos on YouTube get banned for
talking about.
Yeah, because they don't
Talking about or like showing graphic videos, because I've seen some of these pictures and they're fucked up.
Talking about like inflammatory topics.
Talking about inflammatory.
Yeah,
topics.
and like it's some people get banned for that.
Shit.
Hopefully we don't.
Hopefully we don't.
I don't think we will.
I don't think we can get banned on talking about how idiots voted in a certain bill or whatever. You know, we can. I don't think.
Yeah. Oh,
At least I hope.
Beto got El Pasoan of the year.
Man of the year.
El Pasoan of the year.
Oh, El Paso of
Remember?
the year.
So yeah, I mean, he's a pretty cool guy.
Well, who else would they have given it to? You think? Who were the runners up? Do you know?
No.
Oh,
How many El Pasoans were up for the award? I don't know.
See, yeah, these are questions also that I should also know and don't. So I can't really comment.
Yeah. His wife Amy expressed gratitude, of course.
I'm sure she did.
Mm-hmm. I would have too. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's good for Beto. Beta,
Mm-hmm.
I should say. I still don't understand. He's an Irishman.
Okay, I found the names. It was Arsan Kaduri, Leo Duran, Veronica Escobar, Ruben Garcia, Aaron Jones, Fred Loya Sr., Beto O'Rourke, and Khalid Robinson.
Oh, so he beat Khalid, dude.
Yeah.
Holy
He's
shit.
cooler than Khalid, apparently.
Huh?
He's cooler than Khalid,
He's
apparently.
cooler than Khalid.
It's the Community Spirit Award.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
El Paso One of the Year is the Community Spirit Award?
Yep.
Interesting. Was he here to accept it?
Yeah, he was.
Nice. At least he was
They
here
had
to
a
do
ceremony and everything.
that. Cool. So
Pretty
that
cool.
like where they give him a key, basically, right?
Yeah,
Or
it's
whatever.
like well, I guess I don't know if they presented him with anything. Maybe a plaque.
I'm pretty sure they presented him with
At least, right?
an engraved
Nice plaque.
video iPod, or I guess they're all video iPods now.
That's true. And well, yeah. I think
They're
so.
touch, right? It's the touch
Mhm.
iPods or whatever.
All right, folks. Well, we're gonna take a little break here. Catch us in another 10 minutes. 10-minute break.
Say 10 minutes, maybe. We'll be right
All
back.
right, we'll be back.
You see?
Ride a copper 187, hope a soul go to heaven. If ain't not pay the reverend, that he in a better place. Lil Manny straight reppin', Texas homegrown, steppin', young thug, no brother do the race. Pull up with 100 case, take it to the face. I'm a knucklehead, gang, show a little chain swing. Money ain't the main thing, then we don't conversate. I tell it how it is, you can take it anyway. I'ma take it to the grave, you gon' snitch and solve a case. I'ma load up 7 rounds, end up catching every case. No brother, put it down, I don't need it just in case. Finna lay you on the ground, you gon' need a coffin case. I'ma tell it to your face. GAM need to get another pen, running out of ink, trying to come back. Little pussy bitch bloss, acting like a boss. You talking shit a little soon.
Street, one guy, nigga, I'm not an op. Fuck a cop, Montana gonna spaz on his ass. Fuck what you say. You know my gang out here doing big things, and that's the mafia way. Gang, shout out to my one gang. Oh, we burn the Christmas tree. Young nigga in the streets, got the keys to the streets. Bless FFE. Wish I was notorious B.I.G., but I'm out here making new movie scenes. Don't you test me or disrespect me, little nigga, listen up. Stop trying to be a gangster, yo ass be looking like a wankster. Fuck nigga, I ain't street. Say hi to the beam, you and I see your fucking family. Call me Montana crazy, I fucked your lady, I'm not Tom Brady. but I am a goat. Turn your ass to a ghost. You just lost your soul. Oh no, Montana don't have no jokes. You cut your throat and that's the end of your soul. Came back like the devil. On your block with niggas on blocks. Little niggas get shot down, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm from the underground. You know my niggas don't play around with these clowns. Yeah, nigga, it's 5600 Chuckle Town. Northside Deuce 4, nigga. Freestyle,
yeah. I'm hearing people say I ain't got bars. How so? I leave them broken like they crashing their cars. By far, there seem the only one leaving them scarred. Bodies and feelings they get to them. Fucking call me the desert villain the way they hit to them. How I ship in them? Lob explosive, corrosive doses, blow by blow. Something that your bitch might know, but let me stay focused. Cause if I tell the truth, they acting like it's hocus pocus, step in the booth. Now they know ain't ancient gods exist, so be dismissed with a flick of the wrist. This group top notch with a mad flavor like a gumbo pot. Hit in the spot after a doobie, and you suckers thought you knew me. Lit it up, dummy style, filling your cup with gasoline. Try to cause a scene, but the movie ain't too clean. But picture perfect, if you're death, you're worth it. You deserve it, cause the other half willing and ready for the bloodbath. When the lyrics written like landmines, our hearts and mind pain make a permanent state. You can't obtain what I gain to sustain. Man, it's simple and plain. Stay in your lane, all face the doom with no name. A copper 187, hope a soul go to heaven. If they not pay the reverend, that he in a better place. Lil Manny straight reppin', Texas homegrown, steppin', young thug, no brother do the race. Pull up with 100 case, take it to the face. I'm a knucklehead, gang, show a little chain slang. Money ain't the main thing, then we don't compensate. I tell it how it is, you can take it anyway. I'ma take it to the grave, you gon' snitch and solve a case. I'ma load up 7 rounds, end up catching every case. No brother, put it down, I don't need it just in case. Finna lay you on the ground, you gon' need a copping case. I'ma tell it to your face. GAM need to get another pen, running out of ink, trying to come back. Little pussy bitch bloss, acting like a boss. You ain't got the flies, he ain't ready for my type of combat. Got the physical, emotional, verbal type of abuse. You ain't ready for the angles, I come at you so obtuse. I ain't down for your hoe, her the bitch was a little loose. Kinda like your pussy lips, talking shit a little soon.
Street, one guy, nigga, I'm not an op. Fuck a cop, Montana gonna spaz on his ass. Fuck what you say, you know my gang out here doing big things. And that's the mafia way, gang, shout out to my one gang. Ooh, we burn the Christmas tree, young nigga in the streets. Got the keys to the streets, bless FFE. Wish I was notorious B.I.G. But I'm out here making new movie scenes. Don't you test me or disrespect me, little nigga, listen up. Stop trying to be a gangster, yo ass be looking like a wankster. Fuck nigga, I ain't street. Say hi to the beam, you and I see your fucking family. Call me Montana crazy, I fucked your lady, I'm not Tom Brady. But I am a goat, turn your ass to a ghost. You just lost your soul, oh no, Montana don't have no jokes. You cut your throat and that's the end of your soul. Came back like the devil. On your block with niggas on blocks. Little niggas get shot down, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm from the underground. You know my niggas don't play around with these clowns. Yeah, nigga, it's 5600 Chuckle Town. Northside Deuce 4, nigga. Freestyle, yeah.
I'm hearing people say I ain't got bars. How so? I leave them broken like they crashing their cars. By far, there seem the only one leaving them scarred. Bodies and feelings they get to them. Fucking call me the desert villain the way they hit to them. How I ship in them? Lob explosive, corrosive doses, blow by blow. Something that your bitch might know, but let me stay focused. Cause if I tell the truth, they acting like it's hocus pocus. Step in the booth. Now they know ain't ancient gods exist. So be dismissed with a flick of the wrist. This group top notch with a mad flavor like a gumbo pot. Hitting the spot after a doobie, and you suckers thought you knew me. Lit it up, dummy style, filling your cup with gasoline. Try to cause a scene, but the movie ain't too clean. But picture perfect, if you're death, you're worth it. You deserve it, cause the other half feeling ready for the bloodbath. When the lyrics written like landmines, our hearts and mind pain make a permanent stain. You can't obtain what I gain to sustain. Man, it's simple and plain. Stay in your lane, all face the doom with no name. Cop a 187, hope a soul go to heaven. If they not pay the reverend, that he in a better place. Lil Manny straight reppin', Texas homegrown, steppin', young thug, no a brother do the race. Pull up with 100 case, take it to the face. I'm a knucklehead, gang, show a little chain swing. Money ain't the main thing, then we don't conversate. I tell it how it is, you can take it anyway. I'ma take it to the grave, you gon' snitch and solve a case. I'ma load up 7 rounds, end up catching every case. No brother, put it down, I don't need it just in case. Finna lay you on the ground, you gon' need a copping case. I'ma tell it to your face. GAM need to get another pen, running out of ink, trying to come back. Bill puts a bitch bloss, acting like a boss. You ain't got the flies, you ain't ready for my type of combat. Got the physical, emotional, verbal type of abuse. You ain't ready for the angles I come at you so obtuse. I ain't down for your hoe, her the bitch was a little loose. Kinda like your pussy lips, talking shit a little soon.
Street, one guy, nigga, I'm not an op. Fuck a cop, Montana gonna spaz on his ass. Fuck what you say. You know my gang out here doing big things, and that's the mafia way. Gang, shout out to my one gang. Ooh wee, burn the Christmas tree. Young nigga in the streets, got the keys to the streets. Blast FFE.
So yeah, dude, a lot of stuff going on in the world of entertainment.
Entertainment wise,
Mhm.
oh yeah.
So yeah, man,
Like-
we got like American Gods is coming up
American Gods
in April, right? Or that's
in April.
when-
American Gods in April.
I think so. 'Cause
Next
that's,
month?
That's I think so.
Next
'cause-
month. No way.
I think so because
No.
last season was it started airing in April. So I think they'll do that.
What does our
this
friend
year
the
also.
Google machine? What do they tell us?
The Google says in March.
Dude, that's like 2 days.
Yeah.
So you're telling me in 2 days, American Gods is gonna come out?
Let me see here.
Man, I know paying for cable is like expensive, and it sucks paying that cable bill like a month. But damn it, some of this entertainment is, oh man,
Yeah, in March. March 10th.
March 10th, nice.
Yeah,
Totally
so
worth paying that bill.
Season 2. Well, yeah, because you pay for it with HBO, and then you get like
Stars and well,
no,
it's the
'cause
tier.
it's separate, right?
It's the
You get
tier.
HBO, so you can watch like Game of Thrones, which is also coming out,
Which is also coming out.
and then you
That's
have to
that's
get
in April, right?
that's in April. Yeah,
In
that's
April.
also in April. I don't know how American Gods is going to try to compete with Game of Thrones.
That's because American Gods comes out in March.
That's right. But it's still like 7 weeks or 8 weeks. It's like 8 episodes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna be on different
So
days.
it's going to be like several million for the first couple of episodes, right? And then Game of Thrones starts The first 4 episodes. It's gonna be like high viewership, and then Game of Thrones starts in April, and then it's gonna go like a quarter of viewership.
No one's gonna be watching anything else.
No, I don't think so.
Everyone's
Well,
anxiously.
there's the people that wait like to the end of the season so that they can binge watch the whole season. They rather watch an 8-hour long movie than
binge watch. I have a couple.
1 hour
I have a
long.
couple. Jim.
Jim.
He would rather do that.
He
He would rather just binge watch the whole thing, like if it was a big movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah, it's cool. There's nothing.
that's how you want to do it. I can't. Who am I to say
Yeah.
no?
It's cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
if
can
you
watch it however.
spend the day with your girlfriend watching the movie.
Mm-hmm.
8 hours.
Watching an
like
8-hour
bunch of
movie.
popcorn or whatever.
Yep. Make a lot of popcorn, like 10 pounds of popcorn, 15 pounds of popcorn,
Yep.
with some of that Orville Redenbacher oil.
Yeah,
If
that
you
delicious-
popcorn at home,
delicious oil.
you need to get some of that oil. That thing really does make a difference. And one of those air pop.
The air pop machine. Yeah, pop your own corn and pour some of that flavoring, and it's like exactly like at the movies.
Exactly.
Yes.
And some of that, if you get the powdered flavoring,
Mm-hmm.
it's delicious.
It's really good. It's exactly like it. And then there's what else is coming out?
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot. Yeah, that's true. Oh man, that show is amazing. It's total mind fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know who's who.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if... Okay, well, I guess you have an idea of who's who, but you don't really know if Elliot is the dominant personality.
Yeah, you don't know. No, because he does things and he doesn't even know. He
Mhm.
does crazy shit.
He does crazy shit.
Like when... Well, I don't want to spoil it for
Yeah,
anyone.
we won't
But
say specific
he does
things.
crazy things and he doesn't even know until he sees society falling apart around him.
I did what?
What's that now? Yeah. What else? Oh, there's gonna be a Deadwood movie.
I haven't really seen...
It's
telling
like
you earlier. Haven't really seen any of that stuff.
it's like the settling of the Montana territories, and it's got like Calamity Jane and other famous figures.
Okay.
And I forgot his name, but there's Wild Bill Hickok, and there's other frontier time
Frontiersman?
lawmen and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
That's also on a paid cable subscription.
Showtime or... That's what American
that's
Gods is on,
well,
right?
that's HBO. So like HBO is on, you get Game of Thrones, and then you get there's a bunch of stuff on HBO.
Bunch of stuff
Bunch
on
of
HBO.
shows.
And then old stuff. And then
Old stuff.
Like Vice Principals.
Vice Principals. That's also funny. It's a funny show on HBO with Danny McBride
Yeah,
and
Danny McBride and that other guy. I
that
can't
other
remember
guy.
his name.
the guy from The Hateful Eight.
The guy from the Hateful Eight. Yeah. The one that throws out the coffee, right?
No,
With the fur?
is it?
He puts on the fur.
Puts
Or
on-
not a fur. He puts on the coat from... He's the one that stays with Samuel L. Jackson at
until
the
the
end.
very end. Yeah,
And if you haven't seen it, well then...
it's already
You-
been several years.
You have go see it. It's a pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. And that's not till
August or something, right?
August. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Mr. Robot airs
Mr. Robot's
around
in August.
August in the summertime or whatever. In the summertime.
What movies
Movies.
are we expecting here?
Well, there's
at least in March. What movies?
in March. Well, I'm not sure in March, but Captain Marvel was coming out pretty soon, and there's a lot of talk behind Captain Marvel due to Brie Larson and her
And her views.
SJW isms.
And her views. Her opinions.
Well, her views on what happens in in her press tour for Captain Marvel.
I mean, I guess she has. It's her press tour. I guess she can say and do. She can run it however she wants. I guess.
Yeah, and then like she came out later doing some damage control, saying that like, no, I didn't mean that we don't want white people here. You just want more diversity. Like we want more of the other people in here, which is I think something pretty racist to say in and of itself. You know.
Yeah, like saying you don't want white people is a racist statement. I don't understand how they don't see it that way. They I guess they just see her as being diverse and wanting to. I don't know. I can't think like that. I'm gonna try, folks at home,
Well,
viewers. I'm gonna
there's
try and start
also,
thinking like a liberal and see if I can. I don't know. I can't even think about it right now.
There's also How to Train Your Dragon. That what is it? The third installment, I think,
The third installment.
for that movie.
I think my grandma would like that movie.
Pretty cool. I think they're pretty cool movies. The kid's missing missing an arm, right? And then the dragon's missing part of its tail.
Oh, so it's like a kinship or whatever. They
Yeah.
create a bond over
So
there.
He has a prosthesis that he fashioned for himself, right? And then he fashions one for the dragon so that dragon can fly. And
So it's like a robot hand,
it's like some sort of claw, I think.
robot claw hand.
I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that.
Mm. And that's what, like in the middle of March.
No, that came out in the 22nd. So that just came out. That's still in theaters right now.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, Captain Marvel is releasing on March 8th.
March 8th. Okay.
With
So
Brie
what is that,
Larson.
like a Friday? I think it's Friday, right?
I think so. No, do they do Friday releases? It's like Thursday night, right?
Yeah. Is it?
Yep. Yeah, for March 8th, it's a Friday. And then Wonder Park, I have no idea what that's about. March 15th.
Vanda Park.
I have no idea what any of these movies are about. Well, Dumbo's coming out March 29th.
Is that going to be like fake live CG?
Yeah, of course.
Just like
Yep.
Lion King or whatever?
Fake CG or fake real life CG.
Fake real life CG. Fake
Yeah,
fake
that's
real
what I would
CG.
say.
Fake real CG.
Fake real CG.
Mhm.
It's so real that it looks fake
Because it is.
because it is. You
Mhm.
know it's fake.
It's fake. They faked it. There's no way they can put these animals in some of these positions without them going to town on each other. You know?
Well, yeah, even if you could, it's like they don't look right. They look
Yeah.
too real. Like if you're looking at a nature documentary, even if you're looking at it in real life, you can't see that many hairs on the lion's face, you know?
Well, some of these cameras you've seen, like that guy that put 3 8K cameras together.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't even display that properly.
No. But yeah, man, I mean, it's too real.
Real.
It's too real. If you saw it in real life, it doesn't look like that.
Just like 4K.
It looks too real.
But we
It
can't
looks
see.
too real. It
we
looks
can't
it
see
looks so
4K.
real. It's fake.
Yeah, it looks so real. It's fake.
Yeah.
Just like American Gods. That's I
American
like
Gods,
that look.
They have the color grading on that show.
Yes.
It's just everything looks like it's fake, like a dream.
Like a dream.
And yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it fits.
Very pretty.
It fits the narrative of the show, you know, because it's like all about old gods fighting
Versus new gods.
the new
Mhm.
gods for
The modern gods, I should say.
over control of us or for control over us.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and the gods that
So
came
it's
about
like,
from nothing.
So it's like Odin, and then what are some of the other old
Spring.
gods? Spring.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got the new gods. It's
Media.
like media and
Technology.
technology,
Mm-hmm.
represented by a kid. Right?
Yeah, a kid with
Techno
like
kid.
a vaporizer. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's like a little frog. I think he's doing illicit drugs.
yeah. Yeah, illicit
Probably
drugs,
psychedelics.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then so they're battling for control over us. And
Control
then
over
there's this character Shadow. Shadow Moon.
Luck. Remember, there's Luck.
Luck.
Also, he's a leprechaun, dude. He's a leprechaun.
Yeah, leprechaun. He
Mhm.
loses his luck.
He loses his luck. The coin,
The coin.
which goes to
It goes
Shadow's
to Shadow Moon's
bride's-
wife,
his-
and
his
that's what
wife,
brings
yeah.
her back to life.
Brings her back to life. But she's all fucked up.
She's like a zombie, and she has to sew herself together. She falls apart like the corpse bride.
The Corpse Bride. It's a good movie, also.
Mhm.
Or not also, but that was a good movie. What else is coming out?
Well, coming out,
Mhm.
Hull, the Mustang, May.
Horse movie?
The Mustang?
Yeah.
It's a horse movie, like a prison horse movie. It looks like.
A prison horse movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
A violent convict is given the chance to participate in rehabilitation therapy centered around the training of wild Mustangs.
Oh, man. That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
Yep.
So you're a convict, and you're a team of convicts that go out breaking wild Mustangs.
Yep. You think you it's for violent convicts, all right? So it's like, you think you're some hot shit? Get out there and get those horses, boys.
You think you're badass?
Mm-hmm.
Go mount that horse.
Give him probably just like a rope or something. I don't know. What do you
Gotta
give
give
him?
him. I don't know. I don't know how that
You
even.
give him a rope, but you take off their shoes. I don't know.
What if the horse steps on your foot?
Oh man. Well,
It's
anything.
obliterated.
If a horse steps on anything of yours, it's gonna hurt.
Well, they might obliterate your toes.
Yeah.
If a horse,
It's just
you know,
steps. If
he-
he's just
he-
standing on you.
he might just because it's a big giant toenail.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If that toenail shears off your pinky because you're barefoot, they took off your shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not going back.
Well, obviously not.
That's not gonna heal, but that's not growing
maybe
back.
if you're one of those Chinese super babies.
And then your balance is shot. Yeah, unless you're a CRISPR baby. But your balance will they'll be shot.
Yeah. The Mustang. It's March 28th.
Who's in it?
I don't know. It's
Is
like
it
some indie
it's
film.
no name or
Yeah,
independent
it's a
film?
bunch of people I don't recognize.
Okay.
A vigilante. That looks like some sort of action movie. A vigilante helps victims escape their domestic abusers. Oh, doesn't sound too. Doesn't sound
It's
too
'cause it's-
action packed.
it's, yeah.
It kind of sounds like Aaron Brockovich.
What's that? Oh, I can't remember the name of that movie.
It's with Olivia Wilde. She's pretty hot.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan Spector. I don't know who that is. Tanya Pitano. Yeah, she's the only name I recognize. Director Sarah Dagger Nixon.
Don't know who she is.
Nope, don't know either. We Die Young.
So I guess the only movies that were really... Hey, when does Avengers come out?
Which one?
Avengers?
Captain Marvel? Or Avengers, what's it called?
I don't know what it's called.
Endgame, isn't it?
Endgame. That's the real title or working title or whatever.
That's what it's going to be called, I
Okay.
think. April 26th.
Can't.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
What do you think? What do you think is gonna happen?
With the Avengers?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. I really don't know. You think, because Doctor Strange set things in motion. Like, he did it the way he saw was the only way to win, right?
Doctor Strange?
Yes.
Hey, so if being Doctor Strange, damn, I don't know, because could he go back if he gets his Infinity Stone back?
Well, can the
Would he
one
be
in-
able to go?
Can the Doctor Strange in the past go forward in the future?
Well, it's time. They never really specified.
So I guess he could, right? Or
Yeah.
it could be a Doctor Strange from another reality.
Possibly, or another.
Because he's coming back. I'm pretty sure they are coming back. They're not just gonna kill off major characters like that, right? But like, well, I don't. How are they gonna explain it? I don't know.
How are they gonna explain all the stuff that's going down?
Mhm. So like, they're gonna merge realities. I don't know.
That's what it's starting to seem like. That's what it's starting to seem like. Anyway.
Well, because Captain Marvel, what are her powers?
Like quantum powers, basically.
Yeah, because she can control like.
Atoms. At the atomic level, she can control stuff. She is a quantum being.
So there's this movie that's Captain Marvel, this movie about her,
Mhm.
is gonna be set in the past, like way before
The events.
the events of the Avengers. It's like in the 90s, I think, 90s
So she's
or
gonna
80s.
travel in time, possibly.
Well, no, because I guess she's here in the movie for some shit, gets caught up in a war, right? In an
Okay.
intergalactic war or something. And then she leaves. I don't know what happens to her, because she's like some part of some warrior race, right?
Mm-hmm.
She gets adopted by this warrior race, and they train her to become one of them or whatever. She gets her powers and stuff. And she becomes one of them, essentially, right?
Right.
I don't know. She leaves. Does she leave? Because at the end of the Avengers or the Infinity
with
War,
the little beepers and
Yeah.
the little beepers.
with a beeper.
Mhm.
So I don't know what's gonna happen. Tune in.
Yeah, tune in. Right.
Yeah. We Die Young with Jean-Claude Van Damme. A war veteran tries to help a boy and his younger brother when they get mixed up with a vicious drug lord and his gang.
That poor bastard, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
What about him?
Well, money-wise, poor bastard.
He's done a lot of shit lately. Like, he had a show on, I think it was on Amazon, where he was,
Talking about his life problems.
no, he did, he was playing himself. Jean-Claude Van Damme was Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Right? He was playing himself. Or Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
He was himself playing himself.
Hmm. The character is him.
Yeah.
By another name.
Right.
And he himself is playing
Okay.
himself.
Okay. It's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is Jean-Claude Van Johnson as Jean-Claude Van Damme. Right? Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, folks, that's gonna, I think, do it for us today.
Yes, sir. Catch us next week. Next Wednesday, we'll have some more conversation. Let us know what you guys want to talk about, what you guys want to hear us talk about. Leave some comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe and do all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Well, with that little hand, with the little thumb.
The thumbs up, yeah.
Yeah, thumbs up. Thanks, fellas. Good night.
Good night.